Suzi, hebu kamwone. Yule dem tulikuwa tunaambiwa.
Kwani amefanya?
Hizi shop zote 3 ni zake. Na next door anachukua pia.
Na imagine tuko na haka ketu kamoja tu.
Na bodyguards zako na wana.
Nasikia wanamshughulikia everything. ATM zake, credit card zake 24/7.
Hadi usiku.
Kwani 24/7 inamaanisha?
That means wanamlipia hata bill zake pia.
KRA, NHIF, UEFA. Anafanywa zote akiwa ametulia tu hivi.
Kitu kingine nasikia ni eti so secure.
Kwani kuna bank yake, si mtu kama hizi utakamtu anaenda kwa bank.
Nasikia hiyo katu hivi. The whole day kwa tablet akifanywa kila kitu.
Na hao bodyguards wake ndio umpelekea do kwa majuu.
Unaona wale wawili waso au fanya bulk payments.
Nilisikia ni ati local accounts zake, foreign accounts zake anashughulikiwa.
Lakini no wonder business yake imegrow hivyo Lazima kuna bank yake special.
Your banking team is at your fingertips. Go digital. Visit coopbank.co.ke and click on New Internet Banking.
Suzi, hebu kamwone. Yule dem tulikuwa tunaambiwa.
Kwani amefanya?
Hizi shop zote 3 ni zake. Na next door anachukua pia.
Na imagine tuko na haka ketu kamoja tu.
Na bodyguards zako na wana.
Nasikia wanamshughulikia everything. ATM zake, credit card zake 24/7.
Hadi usiku.
Kwani 24/7 inamaanisha?
That means wanamlipia hata bill zake pia.
KRA, NHIF, UEFA. Anafanywa zote akiwa ametulia tu hivi.
Kitu kingine nasikia ni eti so secure.
Kwani kuna bank yake, si mtu kama hizi utakamtu anaenda kwa bank.
Nasikia hiyo katu hivi. The whole day kwa tablet akifanywa kila kitu.
Na hao bodyguards wake ndio umpelekea do kwa majuu.
Unaona wale wawili waso au fanya bulk payments.
Nilisikia ni ati local accounts zake, foreign accounts zake anashughulikiwa.
Lakini no wonder business yake imegrow hivyo Lazima kuna bank yake special.
Your banking team is at your fingertips. Go digital. Visit coopbank.co.ke and click on New Internet Banking.
Glad to have you on board, and I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Welcome to Maisha Prime. My name is Rida Chebet, carrying here at our top stories.
Hata ikiwa ni ibada, watu wanafungiwa misikiti na supermarket imefunguka. Je, ni ungwana huo? Mabasi imefunguka. Na mabasi imefunguka.
Therefore, if we go on strike, we want to send this strong warning. If we go on strike, we'll be striking for all other issues that are disturbing our members.
Welcome. Bungoma County health workers today took to streets protesting of what they term as delayed payments. According to the chairperson of the clinical offices, the workers have not been paid since May, as Amoga Shane reports.
Amid rising coronavirus cases and the deadly toll the pandemic is taking on frontline health workers, Bungoma County healthcare staff at public hospital on Monday protested leaving patients hanging. The protesting workers, including nurses, clinical officers, nutritionists, but so far not doctors, lamented that they have not been paid their salaries for 2 months now.
As we are here today, we are here as a collection of all cadres. We are having the nurses, the laboratory technicians, the pharmacists, the public health, clinical officers, occupational therapists, the nutritionists, the medical laboratory, all cadres in health, 21 cadres. We are all here. We are complaining about our employer who has not paid us the salary of May. This is June. We are approaching the end. We've not been paid.
Owing to their go-slow, the health workers have threatened to spill the beans on their compounded predicament at work if their needs are not met in 3 days.
And we want to send a very strong warning, because it will not end at this.
The effects of the strike, which was announced on Monday, will likely be seen on Tuesday morning, with many people on social media lamenting the lack of services in public hospitals.
We are having a good 3-day parade. Today we are here in these grounds. Tomorrow we'll be presenting a strike notice to the Bungoma residents and the administration in general, because this will culminate to a total strike, because health workers cannot work without being paid.
People will be forced to seek expensive services at private hospitals in case the situation escalates to a full-blown strike.
And we want to advise also the residents of Bungoma, who are actually the beneficiaries of our services, to prepare themselves to seek services elsewhere. Because by the end of the day, if workers are not paid, the schools are opening by July. And the healthcare workers have lost the dignity.
So far, the county government of Bungoma has not yet issued a statement regarding the statement by the health workers. In their submission, the protesting health workers insisted on payment that was delayed due to Bungoma County Assembly's failure to pass a finance bill to facilitate the disbursement of their monies.
But what we are so much against is the whole idea that the county assembly has not passed a bill that contains our salaries for the month we are talking about. Therefore, we have asked our members to be here today across the 10 sub-counties. If you go around the 10 sub-counties, the services are not running. Members are on a parade to make sure that they compel the county machinery to pay the salaries of our healthcare workers.
The agitated frontline workers want the Bungoma County Assembly to allocate more funds to the health department during the COVID-19 pandemic period.
We aren't sitting on the budgets here. So if that is be the case, then we want to send a very strong warning to them that please kindly, we are talking of money which is in Bungoma County. This money is not in the national coffers. It is within the Bungoma County. It's a matter of appropriation to allocate more funding for the department so that we get the salary. Therefore, if we go on strike, we want to send this strong warning. If we go on strike, we'll be striking for all other issues that are disturbing our members, which shall not be limited to issues of promotions, employment of more healthcare workers, issues of redesignations, issues of insurance cover to take care of our members in these COVID medication issues. So we better solve this small thing called salary. Thereafter, we'll be sitting down and discuss other things. Therefore, whoever it is that is sitting on this issue, kama ni county county assembly, the speaker be notified. We are coming.
Reporting for Maisha TV, I'm Amoga Shane.
And the Interior CS Fred Matiang'i has promised to review the COVID-19 protocols on closure of churches and places of worship in the recently declared COVID-19 hotspot zone areas. With the country's positivity rate standing at 8.2%, the Ministry of Health has continued to urge Kenyans to adhere to the COVID-19 measures, especially those in the 13 red zone counties. Matiang'i spoke today after meeting with the Interfaith Council of Kenya in Nairobi. Let's have a look. The Interior CS Fred Matiang'i came to the rescue of the clergy after an uproar over the crackdown of churches in 13 counties.
Hata ikiwa ni ibada, watu wanafungiwa misikiti na supermarket imefunguka. Je, ni ungwana huo? Na mabasi imefunguka.
Speaking after the meeting with the Interfaith Council on Monday, June 21st, Matiang'i directed authorities to respect religious leaders. This comes a day after worshippers and pastors were arrested during church services.
This is a tough time, and let's not make it worse by being unduly abrasive in the manner in which we deal with our people. And as I've said, we're going to review and look at some of the measures as we will be advised by our colleagues at the Ministry of Health. At all times, we will act in the direction that will be advised by our scientists.
He further noted that the pastors had played a pivotal role in advising the ministry on how to handle the crisis since the COVID-19 pandemic hit the country in March 2020.
Where our colleagues at the MOH are going to require collaboration with IFC, for example, when we receive more vaccines. My colleague Mercy was telling us this morning, and Dr. Mott, that as we expect to get more doses, we will again engage probably in a more rapid vaccination exercise, and at that time we have to work with the structures of the IFC, and we have to work with the network of the IFC to ensure that we support and secure our people.
While setting curfew between 7 p.m. and 4 a.m. in 13 counties, Matiang'i had directed that all public gatherings and in-person meetings of whatever nature be prohibited within the hotspot zone, including house parties and sporting activities.
Wanasema saa moja tuende nyumbani. Lakini saa moja ndio labda ni mahali ama ni wakati wa kufanya kidogo. Tuko na maloni hapa ya pikipiki. Hii loni utalipaje loni kama saa moja asubuhi, saa moja jioni ati umeenda kwa nyumba. Hiyo ndio kazi ambayo imekuwa ngumu sana kwetu. Na naona hii biashara imekuwa ngumu cha serikali. Juu ya hii curfew imetuumiza sana.
One key thing that is worrying us is that the attack rate, which is a measure of the new cases within these counties, has almost gone up 15-fold in these counties. And one key thing of concern for us is the Delta virus. A key element, again, that is of focus in these counties is the availability of isolation beds. We are working with all the county governments to ensure that we get the requisite surge capacity for isolation beds. We've also coupled this with oxygen.
During his speech, the CS also vowed to extend the lifespan of the Interfaith Council that was set to lapse at the end of June to December 2021.
I know that the life of the Interfaith Council is supposed to end at the end of this month, but I will issue a gazette notice later today extending the life of the IFC until 31st of December 2021 so that we can continue this collaboration as we work together.
Maisha TV. And move to a political story, the downfall of the ruling Jubilee Party and intention to work to form a coalition with the opposition party of ODM has many tongues wagging ahead of 2022 polls. The Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka hit out at the ODM leader Raila Odinga, accusing him of failing to honor his political agreements. Kalonzo argued that Raila's actions raise serious questions about his integrity. Bushebi Jr. has the full report.
With the next Kenyan general election scheduled to take place on 9th August 2022, the war of words between the Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka and ODM leader Raila Odinga seems to have just started ahead of 2022 polls, with Kalonzo accusing his NASA counterpart of failing to honor the coalition agreement they signed prior to the 2017 general election.
Ni kama mke na bwana wakikosana and you find your partner in the act, caught in the act, inakuwa breach of trust bias.
Kalonzo, who spoke during a church service in Murang'a, called on political leaders to be honest, stating that he will continue calling out leaders he believed were not true to their word.
We have a cooperation agreement between Jubilee, whose party leader is President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and I'm the party leader of Wiper.
The Wiper leader said he was ready to work with any political party to clinch power in the next elections.
If others want to join, they are most welcome, because idea ni kuleta kama building bridges, tuunganishe kila mtu hapa. Sitarudi nyuma.
As Wiper continues to dirty ODM's political windscreen, Deputy President William Ruto has finally declared in public his association with the United Democratic Alliance UDA, confirming that the party is what he termed the hustler's vehicle for the 2022 general election.
Na ndio tumesema kwa sababu wanafikiria wakiunganisha hizo chama ati sisi mahasla tutakosa chama ya kutupeleka mbele. Sisi tunataka kuambia my friends, sisi tuko masaa na tuko rada na tuko chonjo. Tuko na chama ya mahasla. Chama ya mahasla inaitwa nini? Ati inaitwa nini? Ati inaitwa nini? UDA. UDA. UDA.
In yet another clear indication of broken relations with his boss, President Uhuru Kenyatta, the DP said that the plan